Welcome to match point for game number 1 of the first semifinal. In the bottom left corner, your red Protoss player and reigning champion of the Monday Night Starbow $25 Open, it is Dirtybag.
And up in the top right-hand corner, playing as the Blue Terran, it is Moxie.
Moxie able to take the 2 games over his previous Protoss opponent in pretty quick fashion. Dirtybag, though, a lot more active, I believe, than Balthazar has been, and Dirtybag, definitely one of the very best Starbow players we have. Moxie's definitely up against a tougher challenge here in the semifinals. Dirtybag with pretty quick scout, as usual, after Pylon, even though it's a 2-player map. Although he really did not need to, because Moxie is not looking to make a wall off at any point anyway. First supply depot will actually be right next to the gas geyser. But Dirtybag would get in there, be able to be annoying with his probe, scout around a little bit. And, yeah.
I've always found it interesting, the conundrum on 2-player maps, because you don't need to scout as soon because you know where your opponent is. You also need to scout sooner because your opponent might do something ridiculous and kill you in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's always an interesting, should I scout or should I not scout? It's a little interesting dynamic with the 2-player maps compared to the 3- and 4-player maps. This pesky probe is gonna go away and tase everything.
He's lost quite a bit of health, though. Oh, and he's taking a little bit more. Down to 9.
Oh, down to 6.
Oh,
1.
probe, no! This is not a Bisu probe. Not at all. So we do see 3 in gas here for Moxie. Over in Dirtybag's base, also 3 in gas. No surprise. Cybercore is coming up. Protoss generally is not going to pull off of gas until after a Dragoon and maybe a Dragoon range have begun. If they're looking to take a faster Nexus, they might pull off of gas.
Maybe.
But if you want to do Reaver drops, no, you leave that sucker in there.
Actually, the probe is going to turn on the SUV. They're going to have a little bit of a chase battle as we trying to scout. Probe is like, wait, come back, I want to give you a hug with the electricity, your favorite.
Tickle fight.
Tickle fight.
All right,
actually, the probe is going to split off.
Oh, yeah.
That should go somewhere kind of sneaky.
Oh,
I wanted to throw with everything in mind.
Is he going to go this way? Nope, okay, he will come home. But interesting if he went and tried to proxy something. Dirtybag, though you might have noticed, did actually get his Dragoon before he got his Kader and Citadel for the Chrono Boost. So getting that a little later. It's always interesting to see how the builds evolve and how the meta kind of, it's not really a meta thing, but how those builds have evolved in response to the macro boosters, because that's one thing that's definitely, it's not in Brood War. There's no real established times for getting those macro boosters, and then once they received the 50 gas cost, that really changed when people were getting them as well. So I always find that interesting to see when the best players are getting their macro boosters, because they usually are taking them at a different time than I am. So.
Oh, definitely different time than I am. I get my macro booster before my Dragoon. Nuts.
Yeah, I usually do too. I usually get it on 15.
I get it on my money lets me, whatever that is.
Yeah. Pretty much. Alright, mines are coming out here for Moxie, so it looks like Moxie is going to be going for that fake double push again, where he has 5 Marines, gets a tank, gets a Vulture, and pushes across the map. Now Dirtybag, though, has been just making Dragoons and is now going into a Robo off of 1 base. Has not gone for that Nexus, so there's not really a strong weakness here for Moxie to exploit. But at the same time, Dirtybag is also not necessarily watching for this push to come. You can wait at his ramp, though, here. And having that ramp to defend outside your natural, pretty nice. He's also just walling it up, though.
Well, Dragoons do have range now, so I'm not sure if they can actually take pot shots at that corner of the ramp. They might be able to. Actually, Dirtybag is getting his Nexus right now, possibly the worst time.
With the number of Dragoons he's got, though, 5 Dragoons, should be able to hold this, no problem. Just can't allow any mines to connect with him. Yeah, and Moxie's going to turn around immediately.
Yeah, Marine instantly gets killed, and Moxie knows what's up. He's just going to go right back home. Not before leaving a little present of a spider mine.
Yeah. So, expansions for both players. Pretty even timing here. So the push doesn't do a whole lot for Moxie, but, he does have those mines. He can be a little active out there on the map with his Vultures. He's going to be getting Siege mode before Vulture speed. Wants to make sure he's safe from any sort of retaliation. And I imagine we'll see Moxie probably throw up a bit of a wall here at the front. relatively soon. Observer on the way now for Dirtybag, getting that quick Robo. Robo before Nexus. And he got quite a few Dragoons before Nexus, which was maybe because he knows that Moxie likes to do those fake double pushes. Just figures, you know what? No reason to get too greedy with a really fast Nexus. I want to be really safe. Make sure that nothing bad can happen to me. And that is exactly what he's done.
There's nothing wrong with playing safe. Because
right.
that means you just won't die, and that's always nice.
Yeah. Not dying is great.
So we'll see what Dirtybag does next. All he has is a bunch of Dragoons and a few Observers. So we'll see what tech route he'll start going down. Probably Twilight into Templar Archives. That's what I would imagine. But
yeah, most likely he'll be doing that after trying to secure a third. Really, there's no real reason to tech up too fast off 2 bases unless you're trying to do something a little bit cheesy. I love how he's got the 2 Dragoons in the main over by the mineral line, just in case some sort of Vulture drop shenanigans happen or Vultures somehow get past his front. He's got those 2 Dragoons to chase away any Vultures and prevent his probe lines from taking too much damage. Really strong macro out of Dirtybag, 38 probes to 31 SCVs. Both players macroing pretty well, but the chrono boost, Dirtybag has been chronoing the probes hard so far this game. Going to have a nice number of probes, and when he does go to take that third, will be in a pretty strong position. Looks like he is going to be sending a probe out there to take that third, but it will not be able to do so until he gets some Dragoons over there to clean up this Spider Mine. Moxie will also see this probe, most likely. No, so won't act on it.
There's a Nexus that can go down, so he will have to take out the Spider-Man like you said, and we actually do have a Warp Prism on the way. So I'd imagine it'd be Zealot drops, because Dragoon drops don't make any sense.
right. Unless he goes for the most delayed Reaver drops anybody's ever seen, which actually can work if you somehow catch your opponent off guard. You know, if you were to drop in Reavers while they're, say, pushing across the map or something.
That's true.
I don't know if that's something that Dirtybag does. Dirtybag not ready to go and clean up these Vultures yet. I mean, he could split off a few of his Dragoons here. But the Prism loads up with Zealots.
And the Dragoons will clean up, but the Prism does peel away just in time, so
did not reveal
Moxie
it.
has no idea that the drop is coming, or will come.
Yeah, and we do have we have gates being chronoed here, adding on another gate. Dirtybag might go for like a 2-base push. Okay, no, he is going to get the Nexus behind it though. But he might try to get a little bit aggressive here, getting that Warp Prism. Now he's just leaving it here outside of the natural. It could just be something where he wants to have it handy in case Moxie does go for a push, so he can Zealot Bomb right away. Just holding on to it there.
And speaking of pushes, Moxie is going to move out with a bunch of tanks, his leftover Marines, and Vultures.
Yeah, now Dirtybag does not see this coming yet. He does not have an observer on Moxie's side of the map. We look at Dirtybag's vision. He is sending one across right now. He's got another one coming this way. He will see it soon.
No, he is actually gonna. The observer does miss it, and it will get to the front and see a distinctive lack of army. So he should know something's up then.
Yeah, this second observer did see a couple tanks, but he might not know how much is coming right now. He's sending a third one to the high ground though. And where did the Prism go actually? Okay, Prism pulled back a little bit here. All right, now he sees it, and Moxie getting the high ground position, really strong here. Dirtybag might have to cancel the third. Where are the Zealot Bombs? Here comes the Prism. Now these tanks are really stacked up. The Zealot Bombs are going to be really effective.
Nice.
But the Vultures clean it up.
Zealots. And Nexus is canceled. The Warp Prism actually goes down. And yeah, there's just not a whole lot Dirtybag can do. Moxie does unsiege. We'll see if he continues to attack, and he does.
Not where. Okay, only a few more Zealots coming out here for Dirtybag. Dirtybag maybe slipping on the macro a little bit. Tanks in siege mode in a very difficult position. Warp Prism coming out, but it is just now beginning. A couple more gateways being added on. No production from Dirtybag. He's not making it. Okay, he's got to make some more units. Okay, he's got some Zealots on the way. In the meantime, Moxie is actually getting his third before Protoss does right now. Pretty tough position here for Dirtybag. I don't know if Dirtybag can hold. Now here come the probes.
Probes.
Not very good against tanks.
Probes aren't just very good against combat units. And the tanks will siege up, and this Nexus is most likely going to go down. So yeah, all the Dragoons will get taken out. Siege tanks are really good, and this Nexus is going to go down. Dirtybag GG's. Moxie will take game number 1.
Wow. That push there from Moxie came at just the right time where Dirtybag did not have